This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Nick George.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a really good real estate professional? Well, one might be closer than you think. Today, I have the great pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Fred Porter, with Porter Real Estate. Fred, how's it going?
Great. It's nice to be here, Nick. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you.
It's great to have you. Tell us all about how you got into real estate.
Well, I was an engineer for about 20 years before I got into real estate. I did a lot of investing during that time, and I decided I wanted to have a business of my own. And so back in 2013, I started selling real estate full time, and then opened my own brokerage in 2019 with my daughter and I. We have a nice family business, and I love it. I mean, it's great. I get to meet a lot of really nice people and have great relationships. So I've been enjoying it.
What are some myths or misconceptions in your line of work?
Well, oh my gosh, most realtors are pretty nice people, and they're really out there to try and help you. There's kind of a misconception that, realtors as a whole are somewhat bloodsuckers and out there to get money from you. 99% of realtors are really just out there to, help people succeed and get them set up in a better living situation. So that's one of the myths that I would, kind of contradict.
How did you get into real estate in the first place? What drove you here?
Well, I was investing a fair amount. When I worked as an engineer, I bought a bunch of rental properties, and, having my license allowed me to save quite a bit of money. And I also got a lot of education through doing that. So that was kind of my lead into it. And I, worked as an engineer for quite a while. As I said, I worked for New Belgium Brewing Company and designed a lot of their wastewater treatment, and then worked in oil and gas, designing wastewater treatment plants. And well, the price of oil went down, and I got laid off, and I had my real estate license, and I wanted to do something of my own. So I dove into it full time, and I've been doing it ever since then, since 2013. And it's been great. It's been really fun. Plus, I get to work with my daughter, and so we have a small family business, and it's really rewarding.
That's awesome. There's not many crafts or industries that you can pass down to your kids anymore before it becomes obsolete again.
Yeah, This is true. This is definitely
real
true.
estate and electrician seems to be two that are going to hang around for a while.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with the advent of AI, it seems to be taking over a lot of different things. So it'll be interesting to see how that transpires in the next 10 years. But there's really a need for people that understand the process of helping people get financing and get into a house, and also, construction standards and making sure that you're buying something that's a quality product.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Gosh, I was just having that talk with somebody today about you really got to watch out where you buy a house around here because of how fast stuff's going up.
Yeah, Colorado's pretty interesting. We have a lot of expansive soils around here, which wreaks havoc with foundations. We have radon. We have all kinds of issues. So yeah, it pays to work with a realtor who has a good idea of construction standards and what's going on in the area.
Who's your target market, and how are you reaching out to them now in the digital world?
Well, one of my target markets really is first-time home buyers. I really enjoy working with people, who haven't bought a home before, and, really helping educate them on the process and, what they're buying. So that's one of my markets, and I reach out to them a lot by doing videos and also online advertising. We've got a nice website set up. It's www.nocorealtor.com. And we have a great search engine set up there where you can create an account and search for properties. Another market that I kind of specialize in is mountain properties. I do a lot of mountain properties and land deals, which are somewhat difficult because it takes some skill to understand, land boundaries and different issues that you run into developing land or, building a house. That's something that I'm doing.
Do you feel like real estate, well, since we were talking about AI, do you feel like real estate's one of those businesses where people could just take it or leave it, whoever they're dealing with, as long as they get the end result? Or do you feel like it's still one of those businesses where the person matters, the personality matters, the ability to work with that personality still matters? Do you find that that's still a living, breathing thing in your industry?
I do. Buying and selling a house is typically one of the largest financial decisions most people make, and it can be extremely stressful. And if you're working with somebody that's high stress and high pressure, it's pretty darn uncomfortable. And so it really pays to have somebody who you have a good relationship with and somebody you can trust. And it also is really helpful to work with somebody that has a good understanding of the product that they're selling. I've had, a few horror stories of, friends that have bought things through other realtors and actually had houses with severe structural problems or, just different problems that really cost them a lot of money to get out of the house. And so it really pays to work with somebody who's a professional and you have a good relationship with.
Have you ever thought about reaching people through podcasting?
I've never done it before, but today this is pretty nice, actually. I think this might be something I explore a little more.
What do you do?
Go ahead.
What do you do for fun when you're not helping people find their next home?
Well, I love to ski. I mean, I grew up on the East Coast working in the ski industry, so I moved out here to ski a lot. I do a lot of cycling, a lot of mountain biking. I do CrossFit and yoga. And then I have 2 daughters and a lot of hiking, things like that, a lot of outdoor activity.
Fred, this isn't a question I ask everybody, and if you want me to just pass on it, that's fine. But not everybody has had a perfect life. Is there a challenge that you've had in your life that you overcame that made you the person that you are today that you'd like to talk about?
There have been a few. I guess the most recent challenge is probably about 3 or 4 years ago. I got scammed out of the better part of my life savings. And so I've had to rebuild from that. And that, rocked my world. I got caught in a cryptocurrency scam and lost, just a huge amount of money. So I've had to start over. And, you're where you are and you go from there. And so I've been very lucky in life too,
I had the same thing happen when I started short selling Tesla stocks in my first. I lost so much money in 2 days. There was some type of scam going on and that I didn't understand. And I went back for more the second day and lost more. Yep. And so, man, I feel you. I'll never go back again.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, it's a little embarrassing to talk about, but it's just reality. And, we're all human. We all make mistakes, and it's how you deal with the adversity, Yeah. Pick it up and go on. So,
yeah. So what's one thing that you would like people to take away from this interview about Porter Real Estate, Fred?
Well, we're a relationship business, and we really focus on building a solid relationship. We have tons of happy clients. You can see it in our reviews, both on Google and Zillow. And we really focus on going above and beyond. I mean, I've helped people move. I've helped people do work on their houses, things that not a typical realtor will do. So we're, very family-based, and we enjoy spending time with people and making sure their needs are met.
Fred, what are all the ways that people can find you through social media, a website, a phone number?
Okay. My website is www.nocorealtor.com. Instagram is Fred Porter Real Estate. Facebook is Fred Porter, and then I also have a Porter Real Estate page. And my phone number is 970-231-4272. And that's my cell phone. So rings right to me and you'll get me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Fred, it's been a pleasure introducing you to the community and having you on the show. And we definitely wish you and Porter Real Estate the very best moving forward.
Thanks, Nick. It's been a real pleasure. This is much easier than I thought.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfortcollins.com. That's gnpfortcollins.com. Or call 970-438-0825.